I'm here at Leicester's shed venue to interview Marc Hamill. No, not that one. This chap's the organiser of the city's first Grindhouse Planet Film Festival. Marc, this is your first stab, I understand, at running a film festival. How do you think it's gone?
It's been brilliant, really. The turnout of the audience has been more than I'd hoped for, really. A lot of the filmmakers came along, and we've also had a lot of people coming off the street that have just seen the advertisement.
Well, you had about 80, the membership of about 80 who did turn up pre-booked, and then about half again as many coming in, as you say, off the street.
Yeah, I think so, and it's still ongoing at the moment, so by the end of the night we'll see how well we've done, but yeah, so far it's been really successful.
I mean, you've crammed an awful lot into the 12-hour schedule of 4 main features, plus, nearly 30 short films. Must have been quite a logistical challenge.
Well, I wanted to play as many films as possible, obviously, to cram into the time. Now, there was over 200 submissions to the festival.
Really?
Yeah, so we had to split it into finalists, basically, and all the finalists got played tonight. So the finalists were the potential award nominees. And I think in each category, there's roughly about 7 or 8 films in each category, and they all got played tonight.
And quite a few from Midlands filmmakers, I understand.
Yeah, what was surprising is the films are from all around the world. A lot of South American films. Grindhouse seems to be a big thing in South America at the moment, which I didn't know until I started running the festival. I mean, I've always been a Grindhouse fan, but I didn't know that it was such a big thing in certain other parts of the world. Australia, Canada, Japan, they've all been screened tonight. But what was surprising was the amount of films that made it through to the finals that were from the Midlands. And I didn't know this until I started sending out the invites to come to the awards. And you go, wow, that's like Birmingham.
So they didn't receive special treatment?
No, not at all. Nottingham, Birmingham, Northampton. Yeah, it's amazing, really, like the talent that's in the Midlands.
That's good stuff. Well, of course, talk about local talents, because you're a filmmaker yourself. Do you think that gives you a special insight into the problems and difficulties of making a short film?
Oh, definitely. The budget restrictions is one of the main issues that I face, and most of my peers face. A lot of us have got the equipment. We're learning our trade, but there's always a budget limitation. Whereas Grindhouse, you don't have to have a big budget to make an extravagant film. So that's the reason I wanted to do a Grindhouse festival, because it was a showcase for that type of filmmaker.
Incidentally, how did you personally define Grindhouse as a genre?
Well, I think, like the background of Grindhouse was like the American, the cheap cinemas.
The old films dug out, badly done copies, etc.
Yeah, the cheap entrance fee and biggest bang for your buck. And the term exploitation is because you'd exploit every avenue you could to get bums on seats. Yeah. So that was the traditional Grindhouse, and I think it's got a resurgence now because camera equipment and things like this have come down in price so much. Filmmakers want to make these extravagant films, and they don't feel the limitations as they would do if they were working for a studio. They can do whatever they want, and they can set their own budgets.
Of course, there's also a lot more CGI, computer equipment available. But do you feel that's necessarily part of the Grindhouse feel? I mean, or would you prefer a Grindhouse film, say, to be pretty much back to basics?
Well, I think everyone would like practical effects. The CGI side of things does make things easier if you can't afford or you haven't got the skills to do the practical effects. You could probably get a video artist, effects artist in to help out on that side. But I've noticed a lot of the films that have been submitted to the festival, I'd say 80% of them have got really good practical effects. So I think that's important to filmmakers that are making films in this genre to put that across, because it is authentic.
Yeah.
It comes across as like the original.
Well, I mean, as I say, I've always much preferred practical effects. They seem to have more weight.
Yeah.
They actually have a feel of solidity to them that you don't really always get with pixels.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. It's the same argument between analog and digital music.
True.
So
that's true. Vinyl versus CDs.
Well, it is an analog process. It's a real physical thing, and it does come across on camera, no matter how much you try and sell it with CGI. But saying that, CGI has helped me out in my filmmaking because I didn't have the skills for practical
I think it's
effects.
useful as a tool to take out problems, errors, etc. But I think when
Yeah.
people just go the whole hog and use it, that's when the balance is tipped.
Yeah, you're right.
So anyway, obviously a great success as far as you're concerned. We'll be presumably seeing a second event next year.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, this is the first one, but we've learnt so much. The screenings have been a great success. We had some stalls on, that was great as well. We had some music on as well, that was good. The venue's great. We didn't know how the venue was going to work, it's on 2 floors. But there's a steady flow of people throughout the day on both floors. And we can work on that for next year, probably get some more stalls in, maybe some more personal appearances. Maybe some more signings, like we had Tom Hodgson.
So people should basically essentially watch the Grindhouse website for further information.
Exactly, yeah. And hopefully throughout the year we can start putting out information about the next one and start it earlier. So we've got a whole year to plan the next one, so the next one should be at least twice as good, if not 3 times better.
You've got one under your cap, as it were.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. The groundwork's been done, that's the main
That's
thing.
great. Marc, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
They toyed with the devil. Now he is toying with them.
I'm here with Liam Banks, winner of the 48-hour movie challenge at the first Grindhouse Planet Film Festival in Leicester. Liam, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And you've got an award, I believe?
Yes.
Which is
my glamorous assistant.
Yes, glamorous assistant.
Sorry, coming in off screen.
Which is rather nice.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. I wasn't expecting it, obviously, but it was nice to come down.
Your film was entitled Night of the Deranged Virgins from Hell.
From Hell, yeah.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
The Night of the Deranged Virgins from Hell.
I was going to ask, are they deranged because they're virgins and virgins because they're deranged? Or?
I think the two feed into one another.
Right.
But yeah, I think the Hell part kind of just summarises everything.
48 hours is obviously clearly it is a challenge. It's actually too much of a challenge for most filmmakers. What are the sort of difficulties that you had in producing the film?
I think I'd done 24-hour film challenges before, but I'd never done that. This was my first 48-hour film challenge. And I think I underestimated how tired I'd be on the second day, because that's where I got kind of the edit done. We filmed everything on the first day, which was great. But the challenge was, I think, just staying awake for the second day.
Right.
It was tiring, but yeah, it was good.
What's your next slightly longer project, I guess?
We've got a short coming out December 11th. That's going to be called Hide and Seek. We just had Sandman show here as well, and that's doing the rounds at festivals at the moment. And we're developing our first feature called Mr. Creek, based on a short film we did last year. So plenty in the pipeline.
Excellent. Well done.
Thank you.
Rated R.